So, Joni, your defense down the stretch a little bit more what you want to see?
A little bit more. It's hard to complain about 51 points, but we still are making some mistakes. And whether it's scouting report defense or personnel, we've got to continue to lock in there. But I thought we just had more intensity today. We had more intensity. We were more locked in. Still have a lot of areas to work on. Tuesday was a really hard day for us, but I thought they responded really well. Tuesday and Wednesday in practice, and you could just see a different level of knowledge and intensity. They've absorbed a lot in 2 days, and we still have quite a bit of work to do.
You talked before about Sahara Kenny, the score today.
Yeah.
It seemed like she elevated her game there a little bit when you needed it.
Yeah. Sahara is so hard to guard because she is a three-level scorer. She can shoot it. She has mid-range game. You can post her up. She can get to the rim. We've put her in a lot of positions this year. She's played the point for us some in practices and scrimmages. She's playing the four. She's playing the three. So to be able to move her around in that way, we were figuring out who was on her, and then we just adjusted accordingly. Sahara is someone who has been in our program for 3 years. She started for 3 years. She's got the most minutes of anybody on our roster. She's played the most games. And so with that comes an expectation, accountability, and responsibility. I'm super hard on her. She takes it in stride. She wants to be a pro. And, she comes out every day and plays really hard. So anytime she can have a great night, whether it's defensively, offensively, whatever, I'm just super proud of her because we demand a lot from her.
What was the message to your team at the start of the second half when they had that big run and then y'all were able to finish strong in the third quarter?
Yeah, so before the game today, we just talked about difficulty, and we talked about difficulty reveals who you are. Like, difficult things reveal who you are. And so that was our challenge for today. And so we knew, listen, UTSA is really good. Karen does a great job. They've got a lot of talent on their roster. And so we knew they were going to come out and make a run. And when they did, after we called the timeout, it was just honestly a reminder of, hey, this is where we're going to find out who we are in this moment right now. And they responded.
Where do you want to see the team build off of this win?
Yeah, I still think offensively we're in sync. I think we turned it over too much. We've got to rebound the ball better. Allowing them to have 15 offensive rebounds is too many. So we still need to get in sync offensively. We're playing a lot of players right now, trying to get that figured out. We've had a lot of players who have been out, and so they deserve a chance to, for us to see what they can do. With that being said, we're also in some time and score games already, like at the beginning of the year. So we give everybody a look, and then we just kind of go with who is playing well. So consistency is something that I would love to see us continue to grow in because we've got to get to a point where we know exactly what we're going to get from everybody every night.
And just what do you make of the crowd? Obviously, you have kids.
Yeah.
Fun game.
Who are in school today, so they're not very happy with me. But yeah.
Just how, I guess, like, what do you make of the atmosphere? But maybe Sahara said that these kids bring more energy than maybe they don't even know that they bring.
Absolutely. I mean, it's super loud in here. They're yelling. What's interesting, and maybe it was just me because of being in the moment, but they were screaming at the right time. A lot of times, like at these games, they just scream for no reason. Like, no matter who scores, they're screaming. They were screaming like at the appropriate time. They were saying defense. I was like, okay, we got some basketball fans out here. Like, they were locked in. But again, anytime you have a chance to bring elementary school kids from our community to Reed Arena, it gives them a chance to be on a college campus. It's probably some of them is their first time being in the gym. Hopefully they can come back. But also, even when we were sawing it off at the end, like, to look in the stands and see little kids doing that and being a part of our tradition, hopefully it's a memory that they will have for a long time.
AC 3 for 9. I think she was in single digits last time. Soleil 1 for 10. Could they miss some of that time? What about where their offense is? Since we don't see them.
Yeah, they're taking the right shots. They're taking the right shots. As long as they're taking the right shots, they're going to eventually fall. Soleil's got a lot more going on in her head than she did last year when she just had to come off of screens and score and shoot the ball. She's trying to learn how to manage a team, run a team, get us in the right stuff, get us checked up. That's a whole lot for her to manage, but she's taking the right shots. AC is taking the right shots. They're not going in, but I'm happy with the shots that she's taken, and history tells me that AC is going to, make shots. So I'm not going to – we need them to score, obviously, but as long as they're taking the right shots right now, I'm fine with it.
And you talked about last time you shot a lot of bad threes or whatever, but
Yeah.
What about Parker? She seemed to hit a big three at that point. A little bit better selection today.
I thought it was much better selection. They were obviously in the zone. They were in the 1-3-1 zone, so we still, attempted more threes than probably what we should, but they were the right threes. I thought we forced some. A couple of the threes today were also, like, 5-4-3-2-1, had to get a shot off. So I wasn't displeased with our shot selection today as much as I was on Monday.
How were y'all able to shut out Jenkins in the second half? I think she was only held to 2 points in the third quarter.
Yeah, listen, she had a double-double at halftime. She's really good. She's super talented. She's a quick jumper. She's a 3-level scorer. We just tried to not let her touch it. I thought we let her get some easy touches. And when she catches it in her sweet spot around the basket in that 15 to 17-foot area, she becomes really hard to guard. And so I thought we had a better awareness of not letting her just catch it where she wanted to. And, Lauren guarded her some in the third and fourth quarter and brought her some length. And I thought that bothered her a little bit. And then we got lucky. Sometimes she had a good look and it just didn't go in.
All right, thank you all.
Thank you, guys.